Good morning, guys. How you doing? Out here in the barn, I got 78 frames here. Just got another load in from Man Lake. They're the wood frame with black plasticell, 20 to the case. Picked up 10 drum comb frames. Throw these in my best hives so we can start cranking out some good drones. Yeah, I'm waiting for the, I'm multitasking here. I'm waiting for my wax to melt. Got a little crock pot here. I got 2 foam rollers, 4-inchers. We can use them to, install our wax. They put wax on here. As far as I'm concerned, they don't put enough. So yeah, I'm multitasking here. Let's get out here and get this little job knocked out. What do we got here? Moringa. She's all nice and, look at this, all crunchy. See that? You're gonna work that down. This has taken 3 days. It's taken 3 days to dry on that little fan. Stuff is really dry. So what you got to do now is work this stuff down. Work all this stuff off your stems. It's easy to do. Keep working this down, get all these stems out of your leaves. 3 days I find is plenty. Regular room temperature to dry these. I am going to put these in I've got a big frying pan. I put them in a frying pan. And I don't walk away from the frying pan. I put it on medium. And I want this stuff, if there's any slight moisture left, I'll drive it out with a frying pan. But you constantly keep your hands in the material, and if it's too hot to touch, you've got it too hot. So that you're handling it is your gauge on how hot you want it. And just keep doing it till it gets nice and, super dry. It's already super dry, but we're just driving on any last little bit of moisture. You wouldn't want to jar this stuff up with any moisture in it, otherwise, of course, it's going to mold. So yeah, you just pick it up and kind of do this. See, then your sticks start coming out. Takes a little while to process it down, but it's not that big a deal. They call this the tree of life. Moringa is the tree of life. I particularly, some people cook this stuff up like a spinach. I don't care for it. The only real way I like this is in a tea. I make the powder, then I make the tea from it. That's what I do. So you get the basic idea here. You just keep going, get the twigs out, keep processing it down. Pick it up like this. We'll have a nice jar of this tea. I'll have a couple weeks worth of tea here just from this one little batch. The sticks here, you just throw them in a composter. So that's that. I won't bore you anymore with that. I get my wax up to speed here, we'll wax a few and see how I do that. And then I think there's a beehive out here I want to look into. We had another mysterious thing happen with bees the other day, and I want to look at that. Because like I told you before, you never know what bees are going to pull off on you. They're always doing something unexpected. And I saw something the other day out there unexpected. I wanted to share it with you. Okay, I'm going to keep playing with this. I won't bore you anymore with Moringa. And talk to you soon. Okay guys, we're in here processing here. Just put a handful in your coffee mill. Fire it up. You have to shake it. That's good right there. So I've got this plastic sieve here, and as you can see, a nice fine powder comes out. Make sure your hands are clean. Wash your hands and make sure they're dry. Otherwise this powder is going to stick to you. But you can see this fine powder that we've created with this. And just keep going until you get this whole batch done. That big bush you saw, this is what I yielded. That's how much I yielded out of that. So, got at least 2 weeks worth of tea here by doing this. I will continue on and show you my end deal. Okay guys, this is our yield here. You get another jar. There we go, guys. This is what we yielded out of that one plant. We got some good moringa powder. Put about I put a heaping teaspoon per cup to make my tea. Alright, let's go out back and see how my wax is doing, and then we'll check that hive too. See what's going on in that thing. Okay, I got a little turmeric. Let's give it a little shot of turmeric in here. And what else do I want? I want a little ginger in here. A little ginger. And what else we want? This is a quart I'm dealing with. So we're going to put in 4 heaping teaspoons, so that's 4 cups in a quart, right? So put about that much. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to give us a very nice rich tea. Fill this up. One of my subscribers out there saw me making tea the other day, and as you guys know, it's a woman's world, you know, and the queen bee told me do not heat it. So you know what, guys, I have to agree with the queen bee. Don't heat it up. Just put it in here, in this quart. See that nice green stuff? Come over here. There it sets for 24 hours. Then you come back, get you a little screen like this one, tea strainer, put it in your big cup and put it in. All right, let's go out back, look at bees a minute. Hey guys, back with you here. This is that hive that I showed you, that queen with a low IQ. She was sitting right here. She had a cluster of bees with her. Then I had over there a little hive that moved into a box. A box that I had empty over here. There was a frame in it. So I left that queen here. This colony here we made up from that colony there on 5/6. We made it up on 5/6. And you can see here I put queen right on here. The reason I did that was I came back the next day and checked in there, checked here rather, and that queen was still here. She was still walking around here with this cluster of bees. So I picked her up, I carried her over there to that colony, and I didn't know if that colony had a queen in it or not. So I just took the feeder jar off and just put her down there, and she walked right into them bees. Them bees didn't bother her a bit. She walked right into that nest, that little mini nest. Now I figured there was no queen in there at all, or now I had two queens because I added a queen. So then I came out the next day, and just for the heck of it, I looked in that box and they all flew away. Every one of them gone. Okay. So I came back over here, and I don't know what made me do it, but I opened this hive up, because normally I don't look into them for a month. So I looked into this colony here, and what did I find? A big old queen walking around. I seen a big old queen walking around on here, and she was a beauty. Now where she came from, she probably came from that hive over here. Over there, I don't know. Got quite a bit of brood in here. There are a few eggs in here. I cannot find the queen. Like I said, it was the very next day I found that queen in here. And I've been in this hive, I pulled these frames a couple of times already, and I've not seen her. And I don't think she's in the bottom of this box either. But what I do have now is a queen cell sealed over. So now what I'm going to do is put this hive back together, leave it alone, and come back on 6/6. We'll come back on 6/6 and see if we got a success story here with this colony. I just thought I'd show you this quickly because you see some pretty bizarre things out here in the bee yard. You can't explain it. Why that queen would leave that box over there, I don't know. What that queen was doing back here, I don't know. She may have went on a mating flight, came back and got lost, forgot what end of the box to get into. I don't know. But anyway, this thing is going along. I want to keep feeding it and see how it goes. Let's get back in the barn, get some work done in the barn. Okay, you guys, back in here in the thing here. I got it's not quite melted yet, but I've got enough here to get going. And yeah, this little 4-inch roller works. great. That's all you need. Just a little extra on there. They don't quite put enough on at the factory. I guess if you order acorn frames and you tell them you want double wax, they can fix you up. But see, it just hit those top edges. That's all them bees need. Now what you want to do here is put one upright and one top bar down. Alternate. That's the way they come in a box. Fill the box up. So I got all these to do. Now these here, these are Manna Lake. I'll tell you what, them things are sticky. I mean, they are loaded with wax. So I should be all right in that department. So this is just a suggestion to you guys if you want to go through this little extra work. But as you can see, it's no big deal. You can knock this out in a hurry. Very simple. Like I said, one up, one down. And keep it going like that. And thank you, Queen Bee. Thank you, Queen Bee, for the heads up tip on the making the tea. Cold infusion. Very good for you. Alright guys, stay cool. It's getting hot. Make lots of bee equipment, get this stuff ready, because I'll tell you what, these bees are going to explode. And if you don't have the backup equipment, there you sit all broken hearted, okay? We don't want you broken hearted. So get your equipment ready, get going. Everything's happening this year, including Sandhill cranes. We have mommy, daddy, and 2 babies here. Yep, they come in every day and eat my duck corn. So there's 2 in the back over there are the babies, mom and daddy here. Don't know who's who. They look the same. I can't tell the difference. One's a little grayer than the other. That one there's brown. Got some more brown in it, and it's a little bit bigger bodied. I'm going to assume that's the male. She would blend in better with dapple light, sitting on eggs anyway. But I think they trade off on sitting on eggs, but I'm not sure. I'm not a professional on Sandhill cranes, but that's this year's harvest on those. I guess they eat these things in Texas. I guess they call them prime rib with wings or something like that. I forget the name of it, but anyway. Alright, that's it for now, guys. Thank you, Queen Bee. Catch you on the next one. Be happy. Bye-bye.